know, when I was growing up, there was a very popular sign that Southern mamas would have somewhere in their house, and you still see it a whole lot today. And the sign would always read, "In the South, we don't hide crazy. We put it on the front porch and give it a glass of sweet tea." And I love that sign. Unfortunately now, it's not a South thing, it's an America thing. Let me ask y'all, why is crazy being paraded around in the streets? Because y'all, the last thing a journalist wants is to interview a white Christian gun-owning taxpayer, right? We don't care what his thoughts are. There's 100 million of them. No, the new goal is let's find the craziest SOB we can get and get him on microphone and put him on prime time, then parade it as normal. Why? I'll tell you why. Listen real closely here, because I'm about to take y'all to church, okay? You got to think about this. Because normal people don't get big ratings. Crazy does. Normal doesn't pique our interest anymore, y'all, because we become a society that lusts for entertainment so bad that our brains now have a psychological preference for crazy things over normal things. Well, what happens when it stops becoming crazy? What happens when crazy becomes our North Star? See, when you're part of a business or you're running a country, you hear that comforting line, "You can come to me anytime because everyone here has a voice." Sounds good, right? And as a First Amendment loving American, I say hell yeah. But the First Amendment never said that we have to take stock in every single voice. Some people are 2 sandwiches short of a picnic, right? Let me give y'all an example. Everyone hates going to the DMV. Every couple years we gotta go, for whatever reason. Because it's general population. There's bound to be at least one crazy person in there. At least one. You walk in there and there's a guy named Corky. He's over there in the corner. He eats a box of crayons, he strips naked. 200 people in the DMV watch in horror as Corky acts out Michael Jackson's Thriller dance moves from the music video, buck naked in the DMV. Somebody finally says, "Well, that's just how Corky expresses himself. Not around here it ain't. Not in front of my wife it ain't." See, Corky has an American right to a voice, but we have to teach our kids to hear that voice and to file it in the filing cabinet that's labeled "Hell No." The "Everyone Should Have a Voice" slogan. It sounds nice. It gives you chills. Okay, it makes you smile, but it'll get us killed. I don't want to punish Corky. I just want to disregard him. I don't want to beat him up. He can't help it. But I sure ain't going to put him on prime time and be like, "Look, America, here's a new voice. Maybe we should listen to him." No. Look, you can have a voice when you prove yourself mentally, spiritually, and with integrity only. But that's not being inclusive, buddy. That's not being inclusive at all, what you're saying. You're damn right I'm not. See, I don't squirm when people call me names. I call things like they are because I'd rather be rational than sympathetic. If you think that's harsh, get off the soy milk. That's common sense. Listen, y'all, empathy and sympathy, those are all good things. But if you make it your everyday goal, you'll start wearing your sister's jeans and listening to Elton John with a glass of wine by the fire. Might take a few ass whoopings to get you back on the straight and narrow. I'm going to end with this. Listen here. 1519. The year was 1519. Cortez sailed to Mexico on 11 ships with 600 men. When he got there, the mission was to conquer the Aztec Empire. Now, just to make sure his men didn't forget the mission, Cortez ordered his ships that he sailed over on to be burned. Now, hold on. Can y'all imagine sailing on over 5,000 miles and watching the ships that you just came over on be sent up in flames? They knew they had to either conquer or die. That was the message. Now, if Corky was on that boat and he said, "I think we should just give the Aztecs a bunch of crayons and teach them Michael Jackson's Thriller dance moves," that's a good idea until you get a sword through the chest. I guess what I'm saying, y'all, is when I was growing up, and y'all know what I'm talking about if you're from the same era, We were all taught to hear a man's words and weigh them. But now in 2021, we don't weigh them anymore. Calling it like it is hurts feelings. Well, get over it. I keep waiting on the Atlanta Braves to call me up, but it turns out no one wants a 39-year-old shortstop. It hurts my feelings, but I'm just going to have to work through it, won't I? I don't have a voice with the Atlanta Braves because I lack the physical capacity to contribute to that team. Them not signing me isn't being exclusive, it's common sense. And common sense is what we live by around here. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.